In this episode, we are building two guests from scratch on Proxmox. One will be a full Windows 11 VM from a downloaded ISO. So I will download Windows 11 ISO from Microsoft's website, and then I'll use that to build a Windows 11 VM. And then we'll also build a container and install AdGuard Home from a template. So first thing we need for the Windows 11 VM is the Windows 11 installer itself. So let's head over to the Microsoft's, Windows 11 download page, and then let's download the ISO file. So for ISO, you have two options. If you go here in local, that's where, the ISO file would be saved. So if you see here the content, that's where, the ISO image would go. And you can click on ISO images. So here you have two options. One is to upload the ISO file from your computer. So if you already have, Windows 11 ISO downloaded, you can just click on upload and upload that ISO file. The other option is download from URL. So usually I prefer this method because it will save some time, so you don't have to download that ISO file in your computer and then again upload to Proxmox server. So instead of that, you can just download the ISO file straight to the Proxmox server, and that's what I prefer. So if you like right click here and copy the download link, it doesn't work most of the time. So this is what I do. From the browser, copy download link, cancel this one, and go back here and click on download from URL, paste the URL and query URL. Make sure you are getting the right file name and file type. So here we have the ISO file and confirm the file size 7.89 gig, and then click on download. All right, so you can see here the ISO file is now downloaded. Let's close this one. Since we have the ISO file ready, now let's create a VM. So you can click here, this create VM. And node, right now we only have one node. VM ID, so you can give like any VM ID that you prefer. So I'm gonna give 202 because I have already used 201. Name, give it a clear name, so future you knows exactly what this VM is it. So I'm gonna give Windows 11, click on next. Here on the OS tab, so point it at the ISO we just downloaded here. So ISO image, select the ISO image file, and guest OS type, select Microsoft Windows. So this one here, add additional drive for VirtIO drivers. That's if you would like to install additional driver, VirtIO driver, basically for this virtual machine. After you install your operating system, you can do that later as well, so it's just like attaching extra DVD drive, where you can get drivers for your virtual machine. So for now, I'm going to leave it as is. So I'm not attaching any, drivers. Click on next. Graphic card, you can leave default. Machine Q35 is good. BIOS, the modern, Windows 11 use UEFI, so this is fine. EFI storage, select local LVM. TPM storage, local LVM. TPM version 2, this is good. Click on next. All other stuff, you can leave it default as is. Disk size, give whatever disk size you want to give to your machine. So for Windows, I usually give 64. So you can select based on your need. Click on next. And for CPU, set however many cores you want. So let me give 2 sockets and 2 core. And type, you can leave it default for Windows 11, or if you'd like to select like this specific vendor, you can select that. I'm gonna leave it as default for now and click on next. Memory for Windows 11, at least 4 gig is recommended. Click on next. On network, for bridge, you can leave this VMBR0 because we have not created any other bridge, so we only have one. Model, I usually select this VirtIO. And other stuff you can leave as is. Click on next, and here's the summary. So review everything on the confirmation screen, and if everything looks good, click finish. Now you can see our 202 VM is here. It's getting ready now. You can see the status here in the status tab. It is done now. So let's start this VM and check the console. So you can right click here and click on start, and let's check the console. Now this is just regular Windows installation. So from here, it's just working through the normal Windows setup screen. So I will speed all the installation process here. All right, so Windows is installing now. So when that is running, let me go back to the container section. So before you install container, open your local storage, go to CT templates, which is container templates. So I have these two templates downloaded already. So for you, you can select the templates that you want from here. So you can see templates here, click on it. And there are a lot of templates available here. So you can select whichever template you want. So for our purpose for installing AdGuard, I will do this one, Debian 12 standard. So for this demo, so select that one and click on download. Okay, our container is downloaded. So you can see Debian 12 standard is here. So now let's click and create container. So node, same thing, container ID. So I have done like 100 series for container and 200 for VM. So I will give this one 102 since I already have 101. Host name, give it a host name. So I'll do AdGuard city, give it a strong password because it's a real system and you will use that password to log in and manage this container. Type password one more time. And here, leave unprivileged container checked. Root inside this container is not actually root on the host. So if the container is like ever compromised, the attacker does not like automatically get the whole server. So if you leave it unchecked, this root will have access to the host server as well. So always, leave it checked. SSH public key, you can leave as is and click on next. So this is where we select the template. This is what we just downloaded, Debian 12, click on next. So AdGuard Home is very light, so a small disk is plenty. So I'll give it 16 gig for now. Click on next. CPU, 1 core is good enough. Memory, 512 is more than enough to run AdGuard. Now click on next. And network, I usually give static IP for the container because that way, you will always have same IP. And then whenever you have like services running, you can just, access those services from a fixed static URL. So you can give one IP address here. So I'll give 192.168.1.244. And you have defined subnet mask as well. Mine is /24 192.168.1.1. If you are not sure, what static IP you want to give, you can just leave it as DHCP as well. But you should, check like what IP the container have every time, you are trying to access. IPv6, leave it as is. And this here bridge, we only have one bridge for now. So VMware is 0 is good. All other stuff looks good here. Click on next. DNS, you can use host settings or you can define your own DNS. For now, I'll leave host settings. Click on next and check everything, summary page. And if everything looks good, click on finish. And in a few seconds, our container is ready. So let's start our container. Right click and start. Let's go to console, log in with root, the password that you configured during installation. Press enter. Now there are a few things that we have to do before we install AdGuard Home. So the first thing is to update the system. So do sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade. Yes. Let's remove sudo because we are already root here. All right, now let's install curl. Okay, so in my system, it is already installed. I'll put this link in the description below, so this is where you get the script to install AdGuard Home. And this is the script that we're going to use. Copy this one, go back to console and paste it here. Enter. All right, so you can see the AdGuard Home is installed and you can see the URL here. So let me copy that one and paste it in my browser. Let's see if I can. Okay, I copied URL as well. Let me remove that. Okay, so you can see here our AdGuard Home is now installed and ready. So click on Get Started. So listen interface, you can define, the listen interface here. Let's do ETH 0 because we don't want to do, like whole interface for this. DNS server, this one. Admin interface port 80, DNS port 53. Click on Next. You can define, your admin username and type a password, a strong password again, because this is your actual system. Click on Next. Click on Next, and AdGuard Home is now done. So you open dashboard, login, and you are now in the AdGuard server installed in your own Proxmox container here. So if you go back to the summary here, you can see this whole, the AdGuard Home server is only using 85 MB of RAM and only 790 MB of the storage. See how lightweight, the container would be. Now let's go back to the, Windows 11 VM here. Let's see, what's the progress. Okay, so we are in the installation screen. Let's finish this one first, and then we will give, that AdGuard DNS to this Windows 11 machine. We will see, that AdGuard in action. All right, so we have our Windows 11 VM ready. So I will configure its DNS as the, AdGuard DNS that we just installed. And we will see, AdGuard Home in action as well. Let's change the DNS here. IP address, we will leave it DHCP. For DNS, we will use this one, 192.168.1.244. 168.1.244. Alternative DNS, we're going to leave empty for now. Click on close. Let's flush the DNS. Now let's open a web browser and browse some website. And let's refresh our AdGuard Home here. Let's see. Okay, so as you can see here, it have already blocked, 22 ads, from that web page. So that's a full VM and a full container built the standard way and secured properly. So next episode, we will dig into, what's actually the difference between virtual machine and the container, so you can better decide, which one to use. That's it for now.